Charges tonight against a school teacher in the Ozarks after an incident on a playground. Good evening. I'm Jennifer Abreu.
Good to have you along here at 10 once again. I'm David Oliver. That teacher we're talking about was working at Marionville Elementary School, and she was charged with abuse or neglect of a child. Our
Madison Heaver is here now to break down where these charges stemmed from. Madison.
Yeah, Jen, here's what we know from court documents. The incident happened on a Marionville school playground with a 4-year-old boy back in June. Kimberly Daniels is accused of dragging the child by the arm. The Lawrence County Sheriff's Office interviewed 3 other children that were there. They said Daniels was splitting up teams for kickball and allegedly drugged the 4-year-old boy by the arm, pulling him up and down to a fence. The 4-year-old boy said he had bruises on his arm as a result. This was after he was crying and wanted to stay with his sister in line instead of going to his place in the outfield. Daniels told officers she went to the children because a boy was hitting others. She said after she asked him to stop and he didn't, she used, quote, handle with care training. In Daniels' second statement, she says she picked up the boy after he dropped to the ground and wouldn't stand up. She said she couldn't have left any bruises. Several teachers were also interviewed by police, but either didn't see what happened or couldn't remember. The incident was recorded. According to the police report, the video shows Daniels at the fence waving for the kids in the outfield. She then goes toward the fence where the video cuts out, and the recording is missing about a minute of footage. When the video cuts back, the report says there was a little boy on the ground with 2 teachers near him. Daniels was by the group of students and then walks away. The report says the boy is now in therapy and is afraid of speaking to teachers or adults. The district superintendent confirms Daniels was placed on administrative leave last Friday. This was after she was booked into the Lawrence County Jail. Daniels has since posted bond and will be in court in late October. Police are still investigating.
We'll see where it goes, Madison. Thanks. And new at 10 tonight, Lebanon residents are coming together now to grieve a 12-year-old girl who was killed in a hit and run last Saturday.
Our Frances Lynn visited the memorial that neighbors put up for her and spoke to her family members about what happened that night.
12-year-old Jaylee Luke died right here in a hit and run Saturday night. Family, friends, and even strangers have already put together this memorial for her.
Jaylee was a very, very, very caring person. She had a so-called boyfriend, as these young teenagers think they have.
Maxine Shear is Jaylee's grandmother. Shear and Jaylee's sister Isabella told me their favorite memories with Jaylee.
She wanted to be like her papa. He was in the Navy. She said once she got out of school, she wanted to follow something he done.
I was playing with her on the trampoline, and then we was playing volleyball.
I knew her when she was little. She was a great little girl. She was amazing. She was fun. She was outgoing.
Susan Wallace lives nearby, and as a mother, says she can't believe this happened.
Thinking that one of my kids could have got hit, like even just out here, people fly down this road also to get to 5. So it's heartbreaking.
Shear says Jaylee was playing outside next to the road when it happened.
A ball went inside the road a little bit, and Jaylee went to get the ball, and I guess this vehicle didn't see Jaylee, and it hit her.
The kids went inside to tell her that Jaylee had been hit.
I said, no, you guys are just playing with me. Don't play with me like that. Until I come out here and I seen her, and then I said, oh no, please let her be okay.
It's heartbreaking. Of like, you hit somebody, you stop. You know, it's common sense. Even if it's an animal, you still stop.
Wallace says she thinks people drive way too fast on that highway.
There's just so much traffic. Like, they fly through there, and they can't just say, like, they can't see. There's city lights, one over there and then one down, and then with your lights on, you can see.
But I really thought it was going to be okay until I found out that she was gone. But she's in a better place. She's up there rejoicing with her grandma and her grandpas and all of them right now.
Frances Lynn, Ozarks First.
According to the Lebanon Police Department, the vehicle that fled the scene of the accident was a black Chevy truck with obvious front end damage. Officers ask anyone who knows anything about this hit and run to contact police.
New information here at 10 tonight. The Highway Patrol is helping to investigate an officer-involved shooting in Mountain View, Missouri. Late last night, an officer approached a stopped car that was involved in a chase earlier in the day. The vehicle was in a ditch on Howell County Road 3080, that's just west of town. Police say that the suspect then backed up and sped toward the officer. The officer then shot his gun, killing the driver, 38-year-old Angela Perkins from Cotter, Arkansas. The investigation in that case is still ongoing.
A man charged with kidnapping and sexually assaulting 2 College of the Ozarks students last year has been sentenced. Robert Hyslop will spend 20 years in prison. In October of 2018, the 2 students were sleeping in their car because they missed curfew and the front gate was closed. Court documents say Hyslop held the students at gunpoint and forced them to perform sexual acts with each other. And the Nixa Police Department is now offering free consultation to businesses to help prevent crime. It's called Crime Prevention Through Environmental Design. Officer Brent Forgey is nationally certified and can review site plans and help with building designs. Here are some examples: surveillance, visibility and lighting, access control, and maintenance. The goal is to create a structure or space to deter crimes before they even happen. You can call the Nixa Police Department if you're interested.
I want to pass along a traffic alert now at 10 tonight. If you're headed up to Kansas City this week, expect a slowdown on northbound Highway 13 in one area. MoDOT is closing one lane at State Highway O. That's the intersection there with the Eagle gas stop station. Crews are going to remove the traffic signal, then put in a new J-turn to help reduce crashes and make it easier to cross the highway. Highway 13 will be down to one lane around the clock until at least Friday at noon.
Around the Ozarks tonight, crews were working into the evening hours repairing a gas line at Ozark West Elementary. The line was hit around 5 today on one of the playgrounds. Students were evacuated for a short time and firefighters responded. School will be in session as usual tomorrow.
Now to a follow-up story here at 10 tonight. FEMA has approved the state's request to add 14 counties to the long list of those affected by flooding and storms that hit our state between late April and again in early July. Those counties include some in the Ozarks, and they're going to be also receiving reimbursements for emergency response costs and repairs. Now a total of 82 counties have received aid from FEMA following that severe weather. This is the largest aid response since the Great Flood that hit Missouri back in 1993.
And making news now with all of the online and mobile delivery services out there, another competitor has entered the ring. The GoPuff app is launching in Springfield today. It's similar to Uber Eats, Postmates, and Cargo, but instead of focusing on food, if you don't have time to go to the gas station, for example, drivers will pick up any convenience store products. The company says it has over 3,000 items to select from, things like sodas, candy bars, and personal care items. $1.95, that's the delivery charge. And here is a map of where you can use the app. If you're interested in being a driver, head on over to Puff's website.